it occurred to me that this is very similar to what I've witnessed in the world of economics and the discussion of sound money versus inflationary monetary policy, and the Austrian economics of the last 150 years that was essentially hidden from me by what is the Keynesian dominant economic model of today. And it's like, hang on, I didn't even know Austrian economics was an option. What do you mean there's a form of money called sound money that stores value over time? No, that's not right. No, money is something that the government controls via central bank, and they have an interest rate, and they can increase or decrease the cost of lending depending on how hot or cold the economy is, and they help to include unemployment in that. And it's all about the government controlling the money system. Like that's a Keynesian philosophy of inflationary monetary policy. I didn't even realize that sound money existed as an option. And this is kind of the same. It's like, no, germ theory is like, that's what life is all about. Germ theory. And then it's like, no, there's this thing called terrain theory. And actually underneath it, it's not aligned with the incentives of modern government and big business. And it's actually far more practical and requires people to take accountability for their own choices. And they can't just buy a solution from someone else. Oh, that resonates really strongly. And also gives me a lot of power. Like, how empowering is that? When you go, okay, for me to be as fit and as healthy as possible over the next 50 years of my life, I should just follow a terrain theory concept. It's like, keep myself fit and healthy, I'll be totally fine. And I've got plenty of friends that are like, I haven't been sick for years. And they might be like pretty much carnivore. They might have given up drinking. They might be, whatever they might be doing. But they're certainly not munching down pharmaceutical pills following the status quo food pyramid that the government tells them to abide by. Like, it's ridiculous, right? So, a bit of reality check. When the insiders for a particular theory, like germ theory, make money, like, what a surprise that drives everything. Now, I have to mention this whole concept of a government official standing up on a stage with a government-approved journalist interviewing them, talking about trust the science, trust the experts. What an absolute load of bullshit. So it really should be like, trust the scientist that is paid by the company that vouches for germ theory, that has robustly protected itself from any cost downside, and is due to make gazillions of dollars from you accepting what you're telling them. Right? And so from a sovereignty perspective, it's like, no, fuck off. I'm not going to just blindly trust the experts. And once again, I've come across a subject where when I dig a little deeper and I hear about this thing called terrain theory, it's got an extraordinarily powerful background to it that has been hidden from the average eye. Very convenient. And it's the kind of thing, Jake's such a conspiracy theory. Sure, maybe in this case. Or just when I read this stuff and when I start thinking about it, it's like, I actually completely believe in terrain theory over germ theory. How is it that I can go into a room, be totally fine, not be sick, and then one of my family members falls sick from that same experience? That doesn't make sense. Anyway, I'm going to rely on myself to keep myself healthy going forward. I can detox, I can follow a good diet, I can exercise, I can work on my lifestyle. Stress reduction even. It is not anyone else's responsibility but mine and mine alone.